Guys, we're gonna do a big old pork butt for some pulled pork on that Woodfire Grill today. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Listen, I've done pulled pork a couple different ways on my wood fires out there. Now I'm gonna just show you kind of a different way, a little bit more of a low and slow kind of cook. Usually when I'm smoking meat on my other smokers, I do 275 Fahrenheit as the cooking temperature for smoking. So that's what I'm gonna do this time. And I'll have the little Celsius right here, right? And I'm gonna give it a double dose of the pellet smoke, okay? Most of the time, I'll just give it one hit, 1 cup of the pellets. This time, I'm gonna let it burn through one and then add another to it just to kind of, give it that extra little oomph of smokiness. We're gonna use these Smokin pecan pellets. These are made from 100% all natural pecan shells, not that wood binder stuff you see out there in the little pellets. Guys, I love these things. I love the flavor it gives. Clean smoke, good flavor. Gotta love it. If you want to get some, link down below, save you 10% on your first order. This pork butt is about 9 pounds. It's a big boy. So we're gonna season it up with some Heath Riles honey barbecue. I'm not gonna use a binder on there because it's a pretty tacky pork butt. So that binder is gonna hold on there. So this honey barbecue rub, it's great for pulled pork because, we like a sweet pulled pork. We got some barbecue sauce we're gonna braise it in, and a little bit of Mott's apple juice. Before we season it up, I scored that fat cap because there's a pretty thick fat cap on that pork butt. So I scored it up so some of that seasoning gets in there and that good smoke gets in between that fat, and it helps render it down while it's doing the cooking too. Score that fat cap if you got it. We season it up, all sides, every side. Heavy seasoning, okay guys? It is a big piece of meat. You're just seasoning the outside of it. Then we got our TempSpike Pro thermometers going in. This Pro version has 4 probes. I don't really need 4 probes. I'm just gonna use 2 because it's such a big pork butt. So I'm gonna check both sides and make sure it's cooking evenly all the way through. We're setting up that first cook to 170. Once it hits 170 Fahrenheit internal, and again, Celsius will be right there. We're gonna wrap it in some foil and all the goodies that I showed you already. And then we'll get it back on, take it to about 205, 210. Once it's done that 205, 210, we're nice and probe tender, and we'll use one of our instant reads to check the probe tenderness. Then we'll take it, bring it in the house, let it rest. We'll let it rest for about an hour or so. Already got a cup of the Smokin pecan pellets in the wood fire. We're just setting the grill plate in there. I'm setting the temperature to 275, like I said. We're gonna raise up that time to 8 hours. I don't know that it's really going to take 8 hours on this, but since we're going a little bit lower on the temperature, I want to give it plenty of time. We got the pork butt on. Now it's just a waiting game. We're going to let it go for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. We'll go check on it, add another cup of the pellets, give it that good smoke, and then we'll get it wrapped. All right, so stick around. All right, y'all, we're 2.5 hours in. Gave it 2 cups of those pellets. We're temping over a little less than 180 right now. Let's get this out. We got a little pan here. We're gonna take it in the house, and I'll meet you. I'm gonna take out the tip probes real quick. Put those to the side. And let's doctor this bad boy up. What do you say? Going in with a full, what is this? 8 ounces of apple juice. Got a little hickory barbecue sauce from my guy, Mr. Fietti, if you will. Squirt a bunch of that on there. Probably about half this thing. Okay. And then we're gonna throw a bunch of that honey rub back on too. And when we pull this, we're gonna pull it in that juice. So it's gonna, have plenty of flavor in there. Keep it nice and moist. You're gonna dig it. Now we're gonna wrap this bad boy back up. Make sure it's nice and sealed tightly around there. And we'll get our TempSpikes back in. All right, we'll go in with the other one right there. TempSpike Pro probes are in. I'm gonna take it back out there, get it back on the wood fire, and just finish it up till it's about 210. All right, y'all, we're about 5.5 hours into this. It's going in pretty smooth here, like butter. Little bit of tug right there. So it's right around 200 degrees. Over here, it's a little bit more tight. So it's not probe tender is where I want it to be. So we're gonna let it go a little bit longer, probably another hour or so. It's probing tender. We're over 200 degrees all the way around. The bone's right there. So we're gonna pull this inside, let it rest, and then we'll tear into it. We're gonna let it rest about an hour. All right, y'all, we've let it rest for that hour. Now it's time to pull our pork. Pull our pulled pork. It's still hot, so be careful. You can let it rest longer if you want. But I'm hungry. Everybody else is too. There we go. That beautiful dark color. Now let's tear into it. We're gonna get some protective gloves on because it's still hot. So I got these cotton liner gloves. I'm gonna cover them up with these plastic nitrile gloves. I'll put a link in the video description if you guys want to check them out. Because everybody always asks what I do with my gloves or where I get my gloves and all that stuff. So there you go. The other thing, guys, link down below for this bad boy, TempSpike Pro. I was able to take off today and still connect to a Wi-Fi at the grocery store and check out and make sure our temps are running right. That's one of the best things about this new TempSpike Pro is you switch between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So guys, really check it out. The Bluetooth is 600 feet of connectivity, and the Wi-Fi is, you know, limited only by the Wi-Fi wherever you're at. All right, so you guys see we pulled out that bone, clean as a whistle. Now let's just tear into this. You take a look. Beautiful, right? Great color in there. We're gonna shred this up in the juices here. So we have nice juicy pulled pork. But you can see it's just falling apart, guys. This is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. Let me get through this. I'm not gonna make you watch me do this to the whole thing. But like, guys, just beautiful, right? All right, let me get this all pulled up and then we'll have a little talk about it. All right, we got it mostly pulled here. I'm gonna add a little bit more of our barbecue rub in there. Just give it a nice little mix. Got some beautiful colors going on. Just another tablespoon or so. Get that all nice and mixed in. Let's give it a try. Guys, we are done. Got it all nice and seasoned up. I mean, it's pulled pork, plenty of smoke, sweet flavor. Honestly, guys, I don't notice the second round of smoke. So if you guys want to give it 2 cups of the pellets, knock yourself out. But for me, the one time, you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this.